up, everybody? It's your boy Big. Just about getting ready to catch a shuttle back to the airport from Vegas back to New York. But I wanted to shoot this last quick video for today to talk to you about why you should always be continuing your education. It's lifelong learning. And so I'm going to talk about the 7 areas of lifelong learning and education, and I'm going to touch on each one and go through and have you understand what areas you should always be educating yourself in and learning from, because those who are educated tend to do better. But I'm not saying get stuck in education mode. I'm going to talk to you about the different ways that you can be educated and be a lifelong learner. So the first 3 ways that you can continue to have lifelong learning and education is learning from experience. Probably one of the most important things we can do in our life in order to be educated, actually experience by doing things. The second is you actually want to learn from mentors, people that are willing to teach you, and those don't have to be live mentors, they can be people that you find. The third is actually learn from coaches, people who actually are going to interact with you and teach you. And fourth, you want to actually join a mastermind group. The interaction in those types of groups are amazing, and the things that you learn, the knowledge you gain, absolutely phenomenal and life-changing in many situations. Then what you also want to do is to learn from the pros. You want to continuously seek out professionals in their field to glean and gain knowledge. And then what you also want to do is 6, you want to read as many publications, books, motivational tapes, things like that as possible. Always a great way to educate yourself and continue life learning. And finally, 7, you want to, if possible, interview some of the best presenters out there. That was one of the ways that I worked on my presenting skills. I talked to some of the best people I could find out there that were very good at what they did as far as presenting, and that education rubbed off on me, and I'm happy to say that I continue to seek and find out some of the best presenters out there. Did it this weekend, one of the best that I've seen in a long time, the legendary Mr. Robert Dean Jr., and I was able to corner him, interview him, have him talk about his life, his experiences for about 6 hours over dinner and drinks, and I consider that an amazing time well spent. I appreciate the time he gave me. And finally, I want you to remember that there was a book put out called Lessons of Experience, and it's a fantastic book. If you get a chance, look it up. And what they talked about in there was that 50% of our experience from what we learn comes from actually doing. So when I say educate yourself, I don't simply mean sit there and continue to take in knowledge in the form of books and all. Again, the first thing I touched on was educating yourself through experience, and that means you gain a lot more knowledge by actually doing. So in that list of 7, you'll notice a lot of those I basically wanted you to also take action in doing things, not only by reading, but in the end, as I said, also reaching out and interacting, Q&A with some of the best presenters out there. It may be some other area that you're interested in. Make a point to Q&A to learn from some of the best out there. And on that note, this is your boy Big, leaving Las Vegas, and I'll see you on the next friggin' video.